Well, guess who it is? That's right, I'm back. Let's get into it. Let's see what 2023 holds for us. What do you say? Well, all right, 2023 is off and running. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like 2022, I feel like I totally skipped it. I'm out on my morning walk. I take a walk like 2 miles every morning. Usually I have one of my dogs with me, but just the thought of putting one of them on a leash and then trying to self-film, that just had bad written all over it. They're just hoodlums. Today, I decided to bring along the camera. Actually, it's my phone. Start shooting some footage for a vlog and get some of the stuff that's in my head out there in the interwebs. You know what I mean? And you guys have all seen it. New year, new me. I hate that saying because I feel like it sets people up to fail. Every time I see somebody post a bunch of that new year, new me, 5, 6, 8 weeks into the year, their goals have fallen by the wayside. So I hate that saying. I like people to achieve their goals, to get up and just kick the day in the ass and run after whatever they're chasing, and I love it when they catch it. But the one thing I realized is I really need to come up with a plan for 2023. So taking that into consideration, is that what 2023 is gonna be? New year? New me? I mean, yeah, the new year kicked off. And I'm usually one of the first, man. I make a list of all my goals I'm gonna try to accomplish for the year. Just something for me to look at and run at. But this year, things are a little bit different. I took some time and really thought about where I wanted to go in 2023. And in figuring out where I wanted to go, I realized there was one person in particular who was pushing me to make one certain decision. And it's a decision that she's been pushing me to make for a couple years now. There's something that just feels right about 2023. Like, now's the time to do this. What exactly am I talking about? Okay, we had a quick wardrobe change. Just to update you, I live really close to my dispo, like 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles. It's a beautiful day. So I'm walking, man. I'm out walking down to the dispo, clearing my head, breathing fresh air. Life is fucking good. Back to 2023. So typically I spend a lot of my year hustling up product photography gigs, portrait gigs, just gigs, you know? Shoot some promotional videos for small businesses, help people with content for social media, just gigs. Every year in gathering gigs up or making a plan to gather up gigs, at least for the past 2 years, the nurse has always come to me and said, like, hey, why don't you take the time and just shoot things you want to shoot? Make art for you. And I guess for a couple years, like, I didn't feel good about that. Maybe the timing just wasn't right. Something is different this year. So this year, I want to take a breath, take a step back, look through that long list of projects that I've been writing down that I want to do but don't have the time. And I'm going to take my calendar out and I'm going to plan out my year to shoot stuff for me. I feel like I need to gather my thoughts a little bit. So why don't you wait here while I go over there to the dispo. Well, the trip to the dispensary was successful. How can I live in a place that when you leave it, everything is uphill, and when you go back to it, everything is uphill? I mean, don't get me wrong. You're still gonna see work that I do on a commercial level posted because usually I'm pretty proud of it. But I'm not gonna actively search for a whole bunch of new commercial clients. If you own a small business and you want to collab, yeah, definitely hit me up. I will be cherry picking projects throughout the year. And I'll still shoot models that I like to collaborate with. Like, there's one in particular, every time me and her link up, the photos are just incredibly cool, I think. So I'll continue to shoot her. I'll shoot models that I meet along the way. But for the majority of the year, I'm gonna concentrate on just making art for me. I reference Peter McKinnon a lot. I mean, I look up to the dude. I respect him. I admire his work. He used to have a phrase at the beginning of his videos. It said, make vids, just make vids. And you've seen that appear in the vlog here. It's something that spoke to me, and it's something I gotta remind myself every now and then of. It's all about just making videos, taking pictures. It's all about just creating. Speaking of creating, there's Camp Shiner. I can hear one little bitty chocolate Labrador and one big goofy Chesapeake Bay Retriever. And they are creating all kinds of chaos. What I'm ultimately getting at is, this is a new year. Hell, why not let it be a new you? 2023, I'm gonna make that year that I go back to the way I was living my life before all the craziness in the world broke out. So instead of letting my attention be drawn to all that madness, I'm gonna spend the entire year shooting photographs and making videos that I wanna make. I get it. Like, not everybody has the opportunity like I have to dedicate my professional life to personal goals. But I think with some effort, whatever free time you come across, if you're gonna create something, always take the time to check out and create something just for you. Usually, that's the best work that you're gonna put out. Just a little something I found out along the way. All right, that's it. We got another episode in the can. I got another one queued up on the storyboard. We're gonna vlog a little bit more this year. I got some trips coming up. I've got some things I'm gonna launch. I got a lot of cool stuff I wanna do this year. And when you get the time, you can come along on that ride with me. You guys get out there, kick the day in the ass, leave your mark on the world, shine out.